WWE Unreal. I enjoyed every episode. It's 5 episodes premiered on Netflix, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the ones that was kind of scared to be like, you're unlocking storylines, you're unlocking what WWE does, like wrestling in general. And I know that we had a reality TV era, but it's just like a new behind the scenes. We don't have to hold anything. We don't have to pull any punches. We don't have to hide anything from you until we do it, and then we get to show you how we did it. And it takes a backseat look of the creative, which is Triple H's position, the gorilla position, which is, you're seeing where all the creative is helmed in the front. And I loved it. I'm not gonna lie, I loved every bit of it. To show how you can pique interest in the fans. And Michael Hayes said it best. It is not about the good and the bad guys, but it is more so about putting in seats how many fans you can captivate. That is the ultimate goal. And I love Michael Hayes because he was part of the Freebirds. I love how they use all their names. Like whatever name they always came around, it's like they use all of it. And I love that. Because he was just like, yeah, I spent a lot of my career looking up at the ceiling because I was always getting pinned because I'm the bad guy. But what I did was generate heat. I generate people to come see us. That is what I do. I lived for myself. I lived for my group. And that is what makes people come. I love seeing that even with The Rock being the final boss. I love seeing that where you got to understand John Cena's heel run, the creative behind that. I love seeing Rhea Ripley. That was my very first time I've seen someone in person other than Riley off of Inside Out 2 have a panic attack. And that brought me to tears. I'm not going to lie. That brought me to tears of seeing someone going through something like that. And then she pulls herself together and goes out there and just captivates. I love Rhea Ripley. I love everything that she's done because she is such an iconic character. To me, Bianca Belair is also with that dang whip. She used her hair as a whip, and she's going to leave a mark. And I was like, she's going to go down as a legend as well. For some reason, people like give underrated credit to Liv Morgan. I was like, Liv Morgan's going to go down as a good heel too. Even seeing Charlotte Flair's come back in the fold. Jey Uso, the thing that hurt me about Jey Uso is the dude that was trying to let him in didn't know who he was. And you could see genuinely he was pissed off, and I was pissed off for him because he was just talking about in the car. Yeah, I got a famous dad, I got famous uncles, cousins. I'm trying to be there. And then as he pulls up, and he was like, "Who are you?" It was like, and the dude really didn't know, and that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Like. So you could tell he's trying his ass off to make a name for himself, and I'm here for that. But he needs more. I love what he does as far as the antics, but his in-ring work needs a lot more work. Because he's been a tag team for so long, he never had to carry the load by himself, and he even explains that. So I love every aspect of here, even with Cody Rhodes. It brought me to tears for them to bring Dusty Rhodes' Rolex that he pawned to help Cody get into wrestling school, as an acting school or something like that. And they tracked it down, they found it, and they gave it to him when he became the champion. Whew. I was crying. Because that means a lot to Cody. And even he said it because I watched WrestleMania 40, and WrestleMania 40 was one of those ones. I haven't watched WrestleMania in a while, but WrestleMania 40 was one of those ones that's going to hold to your memory. And he even said that he felt incomplete but complete only because he wanted Dusty Rhodes to be there to see him become champion, become that dude. And finally getting to his dad's status of becoming a champion. That brought everything out of me, and just understanding that, yeah, that's what's real, is to how are you able to captivate and put butts in seats and have fans always and come to the shows, interact. And I love seeing people's reactions of when John Cena turned heel. That was one of the best things of just seeing it. And even with Kevin Owens beat down and, you know, backstage and all that. I was like, man, this is good. This is good. I want more episodes. I'm not going to lie. I would love for them to do Dirty Dom when Dominic became Intercontinental Champion. I'll just like show that because that is good. Dirty Dom, LA Knight, Roman Reigns. I would love for them to go to different superstars and just see their storylines of how it unfolds, especially, and even with CM Punk. CM Punk also meant a lot because, you know, for his pipe bomb that he did and left the company for 10 years and then finally coming back, he deserves to have a title around his waist again. You know, I know he did everything. He accomplished everything early in his career. He never headlined WrestleMania, which he finally got to do that, but let him carry the gold as well. You know, I feel like he's no great, you know, not no great feat, but it was just like I feel like it'll be gratifying for him and Randy to also carry those titles back and forth feud against each other because they're now the legends of the locker room and they can go back and forth and carry that mantle. I would love for that. But yeah, just more superstars. Naomi's aspect as well, Jade Cargill, like, you know, bring more superstars into the fold, and I think that's what they're going to do for the next season of Unreal. So, you guys enjoyed my review of WWE Unreal on Netflix. Subscribe to my channel. Post a comment down below. Like the video with your boy, D. Dyson. Peace.